Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to cover, because Amazon Prime coming up, so I figured I would take this opportunity, post a video right before Prime Day goes live, and just talk about a few of my favorite things that maybe you can scoop up hopefully on a discount on these sale days, or even put them in your wish list to save up for another rainy day. But I figured I would take this opportunity because everyone, including myself, loves a good sale. So with that being said, I'm going to cover a bunch of stuff that mostly a lot of books that I have picked up in prior sales that I think are excellent reads or excellent tools to have in your toolbox moving in through the next second half of this year and beyond. And I do have a couple things on my own wish list that hopefully maybe you have recommendations for, and you can hopefully give me a comment below because I am all here for it. That's why I'm building this channel. We got this together. So with that being said, let's kick it off. I know I'm going to be beating a dead horse with this one, and that's just an expression, nobody beating horses. I absolutely love this 5-minute journal. I cannot tell you how much I've really enjoyed using it within the last 6 months. So much so that I cannot wait to pick up another one. I've almost finished this one. I've got this much left. But I really enjoyed this, and I definitely see myself continuing to use these for a long time. So highly recommend if you don't have the 5-minute journal and you want to get into some type of gratitude practice or journaling. Highly recommend. My first book of recommendation I'm going to mention real quick is this oldie. I am really sad to say that I just read this a couple weeks ago, and it was written in 1997. So it's an oldie, but definitely a goodie. And I will say this is probably a book I will read maybe once a year as a refresher. It's just so easy, and as you can see, it is super short. So you can definitely get through it in less than a week. And even if you're not an avid reader, I highly recommend this. It was so good. I loved every, tip, trick, and mindset in this book, and the philosophy, which maybe you might have heard before, but putting it in a different way or meaning actually was kind of cool, and I really liked it. So I enjoyed this one. Right now I'm reading Daring Greatly by Brene Brown, and this is another one that I think was written in the early 2000s. Let's check. So yeah, this was written in 2012, so this is another oldie, but as you can see, I have a couple books that are sitting on my bookshelf that I picked up on the cheap, so from another Prime Day sale, and then I just hold on to them when I'm ready to read them. I just pick them up as I feel called to. So this is another good one, and as you can see, I'm only a quarter of the way through this, and I have been lighting it up with little flags. So these are all my notes, and I even keep a post-it in the front of the book with notes on maybe topics or inspiration that I feel called to write about, and maybe I'll do videos on those topics later on. So it's kind of cool, and that's what reading is so great for, is boosting your creativity. So I really am enjoying this, though. Her whole take on vulnerability is just, unmatched so far, and highly recommend. Next one, after I probably read Daring Greatly, I am gonna read this one, another one that I picked up, Limitless Mind, and this was written 2019, so not too long ago, but definitely pre-COVID, so I'm interested. But I really like the title, and I was really drawn to this cover. To be honest with you, I'm a sucker for a good cover. But yeah, I just thought this was a really interesting topic. So if you want to read this along with me, maybe we can start a little virtual book club. Yeah, pick this up, and I'll be reading this one next. And then I have a bunch of books on my Kindle, which this is an older Kindle, so I don't think they sell this color cover anymore. Depending on how I feel called to buy the book, I do buy a lot of books on my Kindle though. If you don't have a Kindle, I think it's amazing thing to have, only because of the ease of use of using it, and you don't have to wait. It's like this instant gratification. You're ready for your next book, you buy it and download it right from the device. Like, you don't even have to open up Amazon, which is so great, especially if you link the Goodreads account like I talked about last week. On my Kindle right now, let me go over some of the books that I've talked about previously on my channel and I find amazing are Atomic Habits by James Clear. I have that loaded up on here. I Love that book. That's another good one. It has so many good stories in it if you need inspiration on habit building. So good. And so many tips and tricks on how to build good, healthy habits and how to break old ones that you no longer want to do. The next one I'm going to mention is The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. That's a great book and has actually inspired a lot of my mindset and the way I take on habits and habit building, and how I do my 30-day challenges is kind of built off of his philosophies on building habits. So that's a super quick read. So another one that's like really quick. You could probably bang it out in a week. But really good book. Amazon, I can't recommend it enough. I'll leave a link below. Non-book recommendation, the Love Who You Are card set. This is something that I featured in my birthday vlog, so if you missed that, that was kind of fun. I actually still have those cards pulled from my birthday. They're nice, sturdy cards, and doing something like this for yourself and doing some self-care is just, it's fun. Self-care can be overlooked. If you can build some of that in your weeks, months, or days, I think it's really helpful, and I think it'll combat a lot of burnout that is being talked about right now, or people are starting to talk about right now. And I think that's because they're not building in the breaks. They're not building in some self-care for themselves. So little things like this just are good reminders to take care of yourself. So I do really like this card set. And while I'm on the topic of self-care, something else that I recently picked up off of Amazon and was super cheap was a gua sha stone. And then I started using this. I really enjoyed just the whole moment, taking a moment for self-care after I'm done getting out of the shower, taking care of myself. I can't wait to use this more. Maybe I'll do a video if you're interested in seeing a video of it before and after. Maybe I use it for a month or so. Definitely leave a comment below because I'm intrigued with this as well. So this is something new. I might have to dig a little deeper on the whole gua sha. And the last thing that I just want to mention is grabbing just some kind of journal, because I think journaling is something that is really important, and I'm trying to do more of it. So I was able to pick this one up a little while ago. I think I've showed it to you a couple times on this channel, but I'll link one similar below because I can't seem to find this one anymore. If you're looking to pick up journaling practice, having a nice linen journal with a nice wraparound band, some gold leaf, makes it feel more special. Find a journal that maybe resonates with you and makes you feel like the process is a little more special. And I think that gets you in the habit of doing it more often because it makes it feel more special. So now on to my wish list. So my Amazon wish list is kind of all over the place, and I would love to know what yours looks like and what's really on your wish list. But I do need to pick up a few things. I'm hoping that some of these are included in the sale. What I do is I just save everything to my wish list, and then when Prime Day comes, I go through my list to see if I can grab anything on a good deal. So my wish list is, I would like to pick up 2 books from Jay Shetty. I've never read his books. Like Think Like a Monk has been out for a long time and I've never read it. So, and I just really got into listening to his podcast recently, and probably another one. I'm a little late to the game, but oh well. I'm here now. That's all that matters, right? So Think Like a Monk, and then he just wrote 8 Rules of Love. So I definitely want to pick both of those up. So they're in my wish list. Let me see. 3 other books that I want to pick up are The Mountain Is You by Brianna West, Braving the Wilderness by Brene Brown, because I'm really enjoying the Daring Greatly. So I want to pick up another one of her books. And another one called Quit Like a Woman by Holly Whitaker. And I actually really think this one is intriguing. And I know it was a little probably popular last year or so. We're just, as a society and as a culture, we're so obsessed with alcohol. But when you really take a look at it, I don't know about you, but it never makes me feel great. So, and it's something that I've been really pulling away from recently. So I would like to lean into that more. So I'm going to try and pick that book up because I think it definitely resonates with something that, a place that I'm in right now. I have 2 powders. Hold on. So a long time ago, and these are like years ago, I bought some Moon Juice powders. and I love them. So I want to pick up the Moon Juice Brain Dust and Power Dust powders. And what you do is you just mix them in with whatever liquid or water you're drinking, but or your smoothie, and they're just kind of like more of a vitamin in a powder form. So I want to pick up those. I want to pick up a silk eye mask for doing breathwork sessions. I found that if you have something covering your eyes to help to block out some of the light when you go to do breathwork. Right now I'm like putting a towel or something over my eyes, and I just think it's a little more helpful if it was an actual eye mask. So yeah, something silly. I know I should just do it. I'm looking at biker shorts for going to the gym now that it's summer and super hot outside. So is our gym. So I need to get shorts for the gym. So some type of like legging type biker shorts, they're definitely on my wish list. And two things for this channel is I want to look into getting a wireless mic for my camera, and I need over the ear headphones for editing because I use AirPods normally, and after a while they really start to bug my ears, especially if I'm using them also for work, also for the gym. Sometimes it gets a little annoying. So I do want to pick up over the ear headphones, and I need a wireless mic because right now I got a new camera and I am just using the camera mic, and I know the audio is probably not as good as if I were to get an external one. So if you have any recommendations on anything I mentioned, like if you have a pair of biker shorts that you swear by that are on Amazon, please send them my way. If you have a great wireless mic because you're also doing YouTube or you make videos or you're a content creator on Instagram or TikTok star and you have a great external mic, send it my way, please. And if you use over the ear headphones, this is a totally new realm for me. I know nothing in this department, so please send your recommendations to me so I can add the stuff to my list. And please feel free to give me affiliate links as well. I will purchase through your affiliate link. I'm all about supporting other content creators wherever I can. So with that, that's really all I have. And yeah, I'm really excited about the next 2 or 3 days that are our Amazon Prime days, because if you're Amazon obsessed like me, your wish list is probably full of even more stuff than what I just mentioned here. Yeah, that's it for me this week, and I'll be back next week with a little mindset reset for the second half of the year. And if you missed my video on motivation and why I think it's a big old lie, you'll want to click over here and watch that video and catch up. So talk to you, see you next week. Bye.